Welcome friends to our channel The Tuition Center. Hope you are liking our videos and you are able to learn from our video and you get what you want to. Feel free to leave your comments whatever you want or whatever topic you want to learn about. In today's chapter we would be learning about 3D layers plus camera. So to start with, let's create our new composition. So we have created a new composition. So first we would be creating a 3D box. Post that we would be applying camera to it, and then we would be discussing different type of setting in the camera. So start with, first we would be creating 4 shape boxes. Post creating 4 shape boxes or squares, we would be creating boxes out of that square. After that we will create a camera and then play with the camera, and we would be discussing about the settings of the camera. So let's first save the project and name it 3D layers and camera. Okay, so now we have created our 3D layers and camera. Now let's create our 4 squares. Good. So as we need 4 squares, or say 6 square, 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 6. So we have duplicated our square. Now let's place the squares in the type of a box. So box have top layer, then it have a bottom layer, then it have side layer, then the left side. Good. Now post positioning we would be getting our anchor points towards the middle, or say towards the edge of the middle box, so that when we rotate it we can easily rotate it. Likewise top also. So as you know, this box is to create your normal layer into 3D layer. So when you click on this box, so you can see different type of axes have been added. So that means that your layer have been from a normal flat layer, it's now a 3D layer. Now let's rotate it. Then let's go to the side layer. Then another side layer. So let's see our different views. So let's click on views and select 4 views. So in this we would be adjusting our front layer. So as you can see, it's at the bottom. So let's take our layer, second layer of the same thing, towards the top, and let's take the entire thing little bit down so that we can adjust the axis properly. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. So now our box have been created. Let's bring it in the center. Yes. So in this way you can create your box so it's looking flat, but when we will apply the camera and when we will rotate the camera, you can see the depth of that particular box. So now let's go to layer, new, and new camera. So here are 2 knots and 1 knot. So 1 knot basically works like a normal camera which we use generally. 2 knots are basically when you need to focus on particular thing, then you use 2 knot camera. Then there is focal length. You can increase and decrease the focal length, and the zoom and the angle of the view would automatically be adjusted when you adjust the focal length, or vice versa. If you adjust the zoom also, then also the focal length and the uh, angle of view would automatically be changed. So let's click on OK. So now you can see, let's change our view to, instead of 4 view, let's change our view to 2 views. Now here you can see the camera. Plus, if you want to see the depth of the, or if you want to see the view of our, so here you can see the depth. So the box have been created, you can see it. Let's go to, so when you rotate the camera, you can see that the box have been created. So we will duplicate the boxes so you can feel the depth. Let's go to layer, camera setting, and let's make it 2 knot. So now if you rotate it, let's see. So let's do it 10. Oh, let's do it 20. Let's create a light so you can feel the depth. go to light, spot, and ambient. Let's create some other light. So let's shift the light to a little bit. No, not actually. I think we should use some other light. We should use parallel light. Yes. So now we have created one light and the camera. Now let's tweak on the composition and yes. So you can see that the box is created when you rotate the camera. So as you rotate it, you can see when you rotate a normal, or what you say, when the camera which you use generally in your houses, it's rotating in the same way. But now if you click on two nodes, so let's see what happens. So the axis is fixed now. You can't move the axis, right? Now if you want to move the point of interest, you have to move the point of interest from here. So let's say 400. So now you can see that the point of interest has been moved, but again if you move the camera, you can feel the difference. Right? Okay, now we will talk about the different type of options which are available in camera. So let's first duplicate our pre-composition and then place it at different distance, so that when we use our depth of the field, you can see the difference. Let's also change the color of it by applying tint to it. Yes. So three are sufficient at the moment, I think. Now let's take our object to the center. Let's click on this axis. Okay. Plus let's shift this object, I think, bit far from the center object. Yes. Now let's go to our second view. So you can see our camera. This is our camera. Let's bring it close. So there is no depth at the moment. So today we will create depth. So let's bring it. So you can see the depth that the box have been created. Let's open the settings and let's see. So we have on this depth field, but we can't see the depth. So let's increase the aperture little bit. Let's make it around 1000. So nothing happened actually. So now we can see the depth. As of now, when we go close to the camera, we would be able to focus in and focus out in different on different objects. So now let's shift our second object also little bit far away, and let's take this object towards the top. Then let's take this. Okay, so now this is the way that we have created so now if we zoom out, so you can see the depth. So that's the beauty of our camera, or you say the aperture and the depth of field that we have on. Plus you have an option, so if you want to play more, you can increase it to around, say, any value which you like. Let's save our project. So now if we see, so it comes like this, and then it goes. So what if so let's see the preview what we have done. So it's like coming from left, and then if wait a minute, I think my Apache MGB. Let's clean a sketchy first. So it's 10 GB of, that's why. So now let's open our project. So if you remember, we haven't given any rotation. So how come we are seeing this rotation let's do 0, or let's make it 100, 90, 80, 85. Yes. So there is some problem, I think. So let's see the problem. What's the problem is? Let's create the key and we will find out the problem later. 30, 20, 25. Fifteen, 10. Yeah. So now we are good to go. Let's see the movement. So the depth of field is very clearly visible, plus the shape of the boxes are also very clearly visible, that we have created the box, plus the movement of camera is also very clearly visible. So in this way, by using 3D layer you can create a box, and by using camera you can create the scaling motion or zoom in motion as you do in the camera when you use the camera. Plus by activating the depth of field, you can create the depth of field as though when you see by your naked eyes the things when they go far, they start going blurry. In the same way you can see here, when it's going far away from your eyes, slowly and gradually it's going blurry. So that's it for today. So today we have learned how to create composition, how to create 3D layers, what are the settings of the camera, how can you activate the depth of the field in the camera, and how can you play with the depth of the field in the camera by using aperture. So that's it for today. We will be working on more complicated project by using camera in coming chapters. So stay tuned, be healthy, be safe. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button and share with your friends. Thank you very much.